Manchester United fans, there is a major transfer story developing around Bruno Fernandes, and this time the message coming from Old Trafford appears to be extremely clear. Bruno Fernandes is not for sale. As the summer transfer window enters its final weeks, Galatasaray are reportedly preparing an ambitious financial package to try and convince Manchester United to part ways with their captain. But United are not interested. The Turkish giants may be ready to make an audacious approach. They may be prepared to put serious money on the table. They may believe Fernandes could be tempted by a new challenge. But Manchester United have apparently made their decision. They want Bruno Fernandes to stay at Old Trafford. And with the Premier League season about to begin, this could be one of the biggest statements Manchester United make during the final weeks of the transfer window. So why are Galatasaray interested in Fernandes? Why does his contract situation make this story so dangerous for United? And most importantly, could Manchester United really afford to lose their captain right now? Let's get into it. Bruno Fernandes has been one of the most important players at Manchester United since arriving at Old Trafford. He has carried enormous responsibility on his shoulders. He has scored goals, he has created chances, he has taken penalties, he has delivered assists, he has worn the captain's armband, and perhaps most importantly, he has continued to demand more from the players around him during some incredibly difficult periods for the club. Now, at 31 years old, Fernandes is entering the final 12 months of the 3-year contract he signed in 2024. However, Manchester United do have an option to extend that agreement for another season. That means the situation is not as simple as saying Bruno Fernandes has only 1 year left and could walk away, but there is one detail that has immediately attracted attention. Fernandes reportedly has a £56 million release clause that can be triggered by clubs from outside England, and that is exactly where this story becomes interesting, because if an overseas club decides that Bruno Fernandes is worth the money, Manchester United could potentially find themselves facing a very difficult decision, and Galatasaray appear to be testing that possibility. The Istanbul Giants have already shown in recent transfer windows that they are willing to spend serious money on major names. They have attracted players such as Victor Osimhen and Leroy Sané, and now Fernandes has reportedly emerged as another dream target. This is not the first time Galatasaray have been linked with the Manchester United captain. The interest has been around for months. Back in May, reports suggested that Fernandes was considered a dream signing for the Turkish club, but now as the transfer window enters its final weeks, the situation appears to have become much more serious. According to reports, Galatasaray are preparing what has been described as an audacious approach for the Portuguese midfielder. The financial package could be substantial. The Turkish club knows exactly what kind of player they would be getting. Fernandes is not simply another midfielder. He is a player who can completely change a match. He can create something from nothing. He can score from distance. He can deliver dangerous set pieces. He can find a teammate with one pass. And he has the mentality to demand the ball when Manchester United need someone to take responsibility. For Galatasaray, signing Fernandes would therefore represent much more than adding another player to the squad. It would be a statement that they want to compete at The Hague, a statement that they can attract one of Manchester United's biggest stars, and a statement that they are prepared to compete financially with some of the biggest clubs in world football. But Manchester United apparently have a very different idea. Bruno Fernandes is not for sale. That is the stance coming from Old Trafford, and considering how close we are to the start of the Premier League season, it makes perfect sense. Manchester United are not entering this season with Fernandes as a player they can easily replace. They are building their team with him in mind. He remains a key figure for Michael Carrick, and with Champions League football returning, United need experienced players who understand the pressure of playing at the highest level. Fernandes has that experience. He knows what it means. to play at Old Trafford. He knows what the Manchester United shirt represents, and he understands that expectations at this club are enormous. That is why losing him at this particular moment could be disastrous. Imagine Manchester United entering the final weeks of the transfer window without their captain. Imagine trying to replace his creativity, leadership and goals with only a few weeks left. That would create another huge problem for the club. Manchester United simply cannot afford unnecessary chaos at this stage. The Premier League season is about to begin. Champions League football is coming. The squad needs stability. The manager needs his key players. And Bruno Fernandes is clearly considered one of those players. There's another fascinating part of this story. Despite the speculation surrounding his future, there are currently no plans to offer Fernandes a new contract before the upcoming season. That could change later if Fernandes starts the campaign strongly, performs at the level United expect, and continues to be a central figure in Carrick's plans, and the club could potentially revisit his contract situation once the season is underway. So while United are not currently rushing to offer a new deal, that does not necessarily mean they want him to leave. Quite the opposite. Their immediate position appears to be simple: keep Bruno Fernandes. And Fernandes himself has also given Manchester United fans reason to believe that he is prepared to remain at the club. His comments about Manchester United were particularly revealing. He spoke about the responsibility that comes with playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world, and he made it clear that nobody should arrive at Manchester United thinking they can avoid the responsibility of winning. That is an important message, because Fernandes understands something that every Manchester United player eventually has to understand. The history of this club creates enormous expectations. Manchester United are expected to compete for trophies. They are expected to challenge for the Premier League. They are expected to compete in Europe, and they are expected to return to the top of world football. Fernandes believes the players currently at the club can be part of that transformation. He talked about turning the page. He talked about becoming the people responsible for changing United's history. And that is perhaps the biggest reason why Manchester United do not want to sell him. Bruno Fernandes does not appear to see himself simply as another Manchester United player. He sees himself as someone who can help lead the club back to where it belongs. And that mentality could be incredibly important for the new season. Think about the timing. United have already been through years of disappointment. There has been constant pressure. There have been managerial changes. There have been expensive transfers that failed to deliver. There have been moments when the club looked completely lost. Now, with the new, those are the questions Manchester United fans will be asking. But one thing is certain: at a time when the club needs stability more than ever, Manchester United appear ready to stand firm. Bruno Fernandes is their captain. He is a key part of the project, and for now, Old Trafford does not want to say goodbye. So, United fans, what do you think? Would you sell Bruno Fernandes if Galatasaray triggered the £56 million release clause, or should Manchester United keep their captain at all costs? Let me know your opinion in the comments, because this is one transfer debate that could become very interesting before the window closes. And if you enjoyed this Manchester United update, make sure you visit my channel United Active for more Manchester United news, transfer updates and breaking stories. Press the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and stay with United Active, because the transfer window is not finished yet, and Manchester United could have plenty more surprises waiting. United fans, stay active, stay informed, and most importantly, stay united. Glully Gloy Man United.